Hey guys, you probably know that despite much research, there are still many unexplored places and mysteries on our planet. Sometimes after stumbling upon an artifact, scientists cannot figure out where it came from and how it appeared on Earth. In today's video, we gathered the most amazing findings that still puzzle the entire scientific community. Do you want to unravel the mysteries of ancient civilizations and get comfortable? And let's get started. Mystical Circle. Take a look at this mysterious sculpture located in a dense forest. The image you're looking at on the screen disturbed the internet because it clearly shows a structure of extraterrestrial origin. The geometrically correct object resembles a creepy flower with heads that look like alien spacesuits. According to some internet users, this object is in fact only a portal to a parallel dimension. No, wait, don't Google it. We've already done it for you, and we found a disproof of all these strange theories. What appears in the image is the generation sculpture of the talented artist William Harlan. The sculpture is currently in a contemporary art park near the English town of Churt and has nothing to do with extraterrestrials, or maybe the sculpture hasn't told the whole truth. And that's it, folks. Temple People of Malta. Yes, Temple People, and no, we are not talking about the Knights Templar. Although this famous order is full of secrets, these are the ancient inhabitants of the island of Malta, who before Christianity built incredible temples, tombs, and other places of worship on this small piece of land. Over a millennium, the Temple People built more than 30 stone temple complexes on the island, all this in an area of 122 square miles. Malta's ancient culture developed in complete isolation from the rest of the world. In these temple complexes, hundreds of statues and ritual objects were found whose purpose has not been explained by science. But what is most surprising is not that a unique culture has developed on this small island, which seems to have been well ahead of its time. No, the point is that one day the Temple People simply disappeared. They were not destroyed by invasion, disease, or famine. Yet around 2900 BC, they simply disappeared from the island, and there are no written documents that can shed light on this mystery. Isotope analysis of human remains showed that people of this culture consumed mainly meat and vegetables, and this is also quite strange for the inhabitant of an island that has many fish around it. Spheres of Klerksdorp. Over the past few decades, miners in South Africa have unearthed mysterious metal spheres during their work, and we say mysterious because its origin has generated many questions. All the spheres are 1 inch in diameter, and some of them had 3 parallel grooves along the center line. The mysterious findings can be divided into 2 types. Those of the first type are made of solid blue metal with white spots. Others have an outer layer and are filled with a white spongy substance. You probably thought these spheres were made by some ancient people for example, to use in their ancient games, but some scientists argue that the age of the findings reaches 3 billion years, meaning that no human ancestor could have created these spheres in any way, simply because the only ancestors that existed on the planet at the time were bacteria, which are not particularly good sculptors. So these mysterious spheres were dropped here by an alien civilization. It is true that skeptical scientists are sure that these spheres appear naturally as a result of long and complex processes on the planet. But who knows, maybe someone is hiding something from us. Baghdad Battery. According to the official history, the electric battery was invented in 1800 by Alessandro Volta. Did several experiments with frogs and different solutions to finally obtain the world's first chemical source of current. Even the unit of measurement of electrical voltage is called volt in honor of Volta. However, this finding, discovered in Baghdad in 1936, can literally change our view of ancient science. This small yellow clay vase is basically a 2,000-year-old. That the old battery was used to cover objects with gold. What if this is just the tip of the iceberg and the ancient inhabitants of this area already knew about electricity? Imagine what the Sphinx would look like with illumination when it still had a nose and beard. Baltic UFO. A few years ago, during a study in the Baltic Sea, a team of Swedish specialists discovered a strange object with a diameter of about 200 feet. The incomprehensible round object looked a lot like the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, but how did it end up on the bottom of the sea? When the researchers managed to reach it, they realized that it was unlikely that the object had ever flown. It seems that this is not a flying saucer, but rather some kind of construction. Although next to the Baltic UFO, there is a 1,000-foot-long line on the ground like an emergency landing. 3 expeditions with the participation of divers discovered mysterious characteristics that not been explained until now. Long corridors with vertical walls, strange angular grooves, abnormal radio signals, a separation between the object and the bottom of the sea see strange temperatures, compass errors, and a large circular opening in the middle of the saucer. Experienced divers have complained that near the Baltic UFO the cameras and satellite phones are not working. But when they get a little further away, everything works, and normally today investigations are ongoing and no one knows what the outcome will be. Well, let's hope Chewbacca hasn't forgotten his diving suit.